Because the last time we spoke, well, we didn't even spoke, we just argued. Then we were back and forth. It seemed like it was just a situationship or an entanglement. You know, the new 2020 word.
Oh, I thought entanglement was like a third party. I don't know.
Yeah, because you had your third party.
Ooh.
So it was an entanglement for you, I guess.
Ooh.
I felt like through our entire relationship, I respected your time. I respected what you wanted to do with your life. I felt like the little things mattered and you didn't even care. As simple as saying, Kia, here is $40 to put gas in your car. You couldn't do that. Kia, do you need lunch today? You couldn't even do that. You couldn't even say, let me send you flowers to your work, to my work, sorry. You couldn't even do that. As much time as I've sacrificed working a part-time job to make sure that you were happy, making sure that you were so happy, and you couldn't even return that favor. And to see those messages in that laptop, do you know how much that hurt me? Do you know? After everything that I did, but you can't sit here and tell me, you can't tell me exactly what I did wrong to you. All you're saying was I was naggy. How? How? If I wanted to spend time with you, if I felt like us being away for 8 hours out of the day and then we come home, then we could probably watch a movie or whatever, but then you just want to play a game all day? Really? How do you think that our communication is going to advance if you don't want to talk? As simple as asking me how my day was, you can't even do that. But then I still stayed through that entire thing, and I've told you this continuously over and over again, and then you still didn't change. Fool me, right? But then it's me. I'm the problem. It's me.
I hate you. Simply put, I cannot stand you. I hate the sound of you, the smell of you, the look of you. I wish, I cannot stress this enough. I wish that I have never seen you before. I wish that I never heard of you. I wish that the first day I met you could be erased. I wish that every memory, every moment with you is gone forever in the sea of forgetfulness. I wish. If you hadn't lied from the beginning of our relationship, if you had just been honest about the way that you truly felt, what you were really going through, I would have been able to help more. I would have been able to do more. I would have been able to be there for you more. If we had established that sense of trust from the very, very beginning, we wouldn't have had to have our last argument and conversation. We would have been better off. We would have been happier. We would have been more comfortable, more easier to communicate. Words cannot express how upset I am that you came into my life. Words cannot express how furious I am that you entered my life. That our memories cannot be erased despite removing over 350 plus photos from my phone and my iCloud. I wish they were never there. Thank you for everything that you did for me. Thank you for showing me what I do not want in a relationship. Thank you for showing me what love isn't. Thank you for showing me the do's and don'ts. Thank you for helping me to understand when someone is lying to me. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
I actually hate that I met you. I hate that I met you. I hate that you met my family. I hate that you met my son. You came into my life and basically left it turned upside down. I didn't deserve that. You know, we never quite understood each other, and I don't think you tried to understand me. I can say that I tried to understand you. You didn't do the same. You didn't listen. You never listened. I told you what I didn't like, and you still continued to do the things that I didn't like, but was somehow confused when I was upset. You're jealous. You were insecure. You were, I guess, too emotional for me. And I gave you too many chances. I kept seeing the good in you when there clearly wasn't enough to stay. I don't know why I said yes. I do not know why I said yes that I would marry you. I guess I was hopeful, but I'm very glad that I did not rush into marrying you and gave us at least a year and 3 months before our wedding date. With good reason, because the whole relationship, I think, was too fast. I feel like we rushed into it, and as much as I was hesitant into jumping into a relationship with you, I just threw my hands up and said, okay, fine, let me just go for the ride and see where this goes. Biggest mistake? I feel like in the beginning was a facade, and in the end I met the real you. You hurt me spiritually, emotionally, and we weren't the right fit. I didn't like the fact that you would look through my phone when I wasn't there, when you had the password to look through my phone when I was there. I hated the fact that you were so insecure that anyone messaging me of the opposite sex was a problem. I can't control what people say to me. The only thing I can control is what I say to them, and I've never disrespected you in any way, shape, or form, but you definitely did. You would speak to me however you felt around any and everyone, with no care in the world of how I would feel. You would say the most hurtful things and basically control me with love. And I didn't think that was fair. I think that you were very manipulative and controlling. If I didn't do things your way, it was basically done wrong, and that's not fair. I'm not perfect. You're not perfect. I don't think I should be judged by someone that I lay next to every night. I don't think that someone my son would call a father would just up and leave like we meant nothing. You one day woke up on the wrong side of the bed and basically never got back up on the right one. The last month in our relationship, I saw the real you, and I'm glad that I did, because that is not the person that I would have wanted to marry. That is not the person that I would want to share my life with, have around my family, my friends, and definitely my son. You hurt me. You hurt me. You hurt my son. You hurt my family. You just did a bunch of like unforgivable things that I stupidly was going to forgive, but I'm very glad that I didn't. Thank you though. Thank you for being you and allowing me to see it and allowing me to go back to being me, because I changed a lot, and I shouldn't have. I lost me, but I'm glad that I lost you.
I continuously took you back over and over and over again after the lying and the cheating and the manipulation and everything you did. I'd take you back until it got to the point where I couldn't do it anymore. How many times was I supposed to forgive you for putting other people before me? I never came first. You stopped taking me places. You stopped wanting to hang out with me. You didn't introduce me to any of your friends. It started to feel like it was me. Like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't pretty enough or to your standards for you to want to take out and be with your friends or to just take out in general. You stopped doing things with me. You stopped checking for me. And I continuously tried to do things to make the relationship better. I did what you asked me to do. I cooked more. I washed your clothes. I practically took care of you when you had no job. Like I did everything you wanted me to do, but it still wasn't enough. You still decided you wanted to go out there and continue to cheat on me. And I don't understand why. I tried to be the best girlfriend I could be. I was kind, I was sweet. I pushed you to do what you wanted to do, but that wasn't enough for you. You were always sweet and kind to me in your words, but you always made me feel like I was unwanted. And I never asked you for much, and it hurt because you were my everything. I loved you so much, and I would have done anything for you, but you couldn't even rub my feet. I took your distance. I took you not wanting to be around, and I still continued to stay even though you'd just come home late at night. Like, I wouldn't see you on the weekends. I wouldn't see you during the week, but you'd come home at night, and I don't know how much I could take until, I started finding out everything that you were doing, and it was enough. I couldn't take you back again. I couldn't go through all the hurt again because it was insane for me to think that I could love someone as much as I loved you, and that you can hurt me as much as you did, but then turn around and say that you love me so much. And I just couldn't take it anymore.
Yeah, you just really helped me to understand the importance of communication and communication in person, because that's a whole different thing. And how you used to actually take the time out to come and find me so we could have conversations in person about important things and not just talk about them online. I used to be able to actually call me at whatever time. If you were dealing with something that you felt like we needed to discuss, you would call me and be like, hey, this is what's going on. I remember we used to go on calls from 2 o'clock in the morning. I'd be going about my business and you would call me and be like, hey, this is what's going on with me. This is how I feel about this. I know this is how you feel about this, but what you thinking? That really, I don't know, it made a difference to me, and it made me realize that I had to work on things about me being able to talk about how I'm feeling and not just type out things, but actually be able to explain it to the next person because someone else is actually trying to take the time to understand, which is wild. The fact that you actually wanted to take the time to understand what was going on with me. And it helped me to want to take the time to understand what was going on with you. So I appreciate that a lot. And I don't know, a couple different, you were just very different. And you helped me to understand even the fact that if people want to spend time with you, they're going to make time to spend with you. They're going to find ways to be able to actually see you. You always made time to actually see me, whether it be stopping by my house, just like on your way home to be like, hey, I'm popping by. Or like you would actually call me and be like, hey, I'm gonna go run errands, let's go run errands and stuff like that. Like I really appreciated that, and it made me realize that when people want to spend time with you, they're gonna spend time with you. So yeah. Thanks.
Let me give you another thought. The most important person you should desire to know is yourself. We try to spend time getting to know people, and we never know who we are. Know your idiosyncrasies, know your weaknesses, know your strength, know your purpose, know your mission in life, know your dreams, know your vision, know what your assignment is in life. Know yourself, because knowledge of self will determine how you choose relationships. If I know where I want to go in life, I know who I don't want to be with.